Welcome back to Homestar Inspections. My name is Toby here in South Florida on a beach doing a condo inspection. The condo was built in the 60s, I believe. So one of the common issues with the condos on the beach is that people like to open the windows and run the AC unit, and that's being on the beach in general is going to have a lot of humidity. Plus, we're in South Florida. You're going to create a mold problem right here above the AC handler. You're going to get the dust that collects on the wall right there is getting sucked into there, getting stuck in the supply plenum, and then the humidity is also right there. So you're gonna get the perfect conditions for mold growth. Added to that fact, you got the water heater here that has signs of previous leaking, right? And then just to show you how well the conditions are for mold growth right above the AC handler, let's look at the AC ductwork. You can see some of it going right there, but as you go down there towards that AC plenum, you see all that gray? That, my friends, is an accumulation of dust and mold spores and mold growth. And then on the bottom of the ductwork, right here, you see all the debris that's been collecting over the years. All that is adding to the mustiness you smell in the house. But don't let your nose fool you, because that's not scientific. That's only an indicator. You have to, if you have any suspicion of mold growth, you have to do an AC, or you have to do a mold assessment, checking the AC, because that's the only way to definitively tell if there's a mold issue. So we're gonna send these samples off to the lab and see what we find. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are in the post-mold assessment results. The lab has concluded that if you look at the pink line going across in the middle of the report here, the conclusion, the first two says not elevated. That's the air samples. Very common that this type of ductwork, even though it does have a mold issue, the air samples are not going to reveal it, because a lot of the issues that cause these allergies are not able to be caught by those air spore trap samples. That's why it's always important to do swabs as well. The second two columns, you'll see it came back as unusual, and that's with presence of growth observed. So there are normal settled spores that just fall on the ground on surfaces. That is not what this lab results are talking about. It says presence of growth observed. That means the conditions are there for current growth of mold, and that's the issue. So the types of mold that were discovered were Chaetomium, Cladosporium, and Penicillium, which are very common molds to find. They all have known allergic potential. If you go to the second page here, you can see that Chaetomium, the first one on the left. If you go three boxes to the right, you'll see type 1 hay fever and asthma allergies. The Cladosporium, type 1 and type 3 hypersensitivity pneumonitis allergies, and then the Penicillium at the bottom also has type 1 and type 3. Those are all possible allergic potential, which is not an opinion or interpretation. Those are known allergic potentials. So this ductwork has to be remediated. It can be done quickly within a few days, not with very, very reasonable pricing. You have to call your local mold remediator to see what their pricing is. But there are companies here in South Florida that will actually offer a warranty for a year or two beyond the remediation. And they will also encapsulate that ductwork with a mold inhibitor to help prevent the growth in the future. That's the results. Very common. People don't understand how common this issue is. It's caused by many different factors, but if essentially it's the accumulation of mold spores plus dust plus humidity over time, which is going to give mold the chance to grow. If you have a question or need our services, reach out to us through our website, homestarinspectionsfl.com. Take it easy.